First few things I notice are all the tents and people in the courtyard. Fuck me, it's busy out here. Well, at least we can still move around and see everything there is. And I walk around the place, looking at each stall and tent. Plenty of food and drink, a few games too. I have an arm ready to grab Sayori in case she gets hypnotized by the food. That is, if she can pay for it. Oh, what the hell, I pay for both of us anyway. I said I would spend the day with her, well, I will. Doesn't seem to be in a haste to grab any food at the moment, though. Guess she does have some restraint. Overwhelmed?
A little.
We'll grab some food in a bit.
So, what should we do?
Find some place to sit. We've been standing for a while. Should probably rest our feet.
Yeah, there's some benches over there. Come on.
Invisible tents. I mean, to be fair, base DDLC also has plenty of backgrounds that don't actually show what's on the screen. Like, yeah, you know what, guys? You're right. This mod should have spent the creator of this mod should have spent his money to give me a background that included tents. Come on, cough it up. We make our way through the crowd to a quieter area of the court, especially for a background that's definitely not going to get used after this. Yeah, especially for a background that's definitely not going to get used after the festival, because why else would you need a tent background? Luckily enough, there's an empty bench. I'm lucky still that the weather's pleasant. Sarah and I sit down, having a moment of silence between us. There's still the chattering of students around the stands, but it's not too loud for a conversation. The sun is a welcome sign for the day. Maybe fate's still on my side. Who am I kidding? It won't last forever. I just need to make the most of it. Well, now you're not like that, pessimist.
The rain clouds are gone.
Huh? I'll go over to see a smiling Sayori.
I said the rain clouds are gone.
I know he said that. I don't understand. It didn't even rain last week. Okay. It didn't even rain. I don't know why. Like, I know where this was going, but it was still really funny. Like, it took me off guard. It didn't even rain last week.
I always talked about my depression as rain clouds.
Oh.
Some days they would block out the sun. Other days the sun breaks through or the clouds would be pushed away.
Ah, right. I get it now. Kind of like the weather today, huh?
Yep. Just thanks again, Zero, for pushing the rain clouds away.
You're welcome. That's what friends are for.
Yeah. So, how you been getting on with Monika?
Could have expected that. She did see both of us yesterday. Well enough, I guess.
You call yesterday well enough?
Forgot she saw Monica and I having a moment outside my house. It's not like that. We just got along. We just get along. Stop smirking at me like that. Her heart's in the right place and she's a good leader. I'm sorry if this...
No, it's okay. It doesn't bother me, really. Besides, you'd make a cute couple.
You know, someone mentioned this to me. I forgot who it was. Someone mentioned to me that, I don't remember who it was. I cannot think about it. They mentioned that, like, for some mods, they find it odd when mods make Sayori, or I think they just meant stories. They find it odd when, like, stories have Sayori, like, not end up with MC, but they still have Sayori, they still have, like, all the events still happen with her being depressed and, like, liking MC. And they said that they always find it awkward that Sayori is now just, like, still in the same friend group, and they just have to live with, like, Sayori almost confessing to, like, loving MC and everything. And they were like, they always found it odd that they still continue to do that. This isn't my opinion, obviously. I just remember one of my friends telling me this, and I was like, I could see their point of view a little bit, because, yeah, they were, like, openly love somebody and almost killed herself over it. It's like, they were like, how does that, do you think it makes the girl feel? Oh, you're just waiting to say that. What?
Come on, I can see it. But seriously, you should tell her how you feel.
I don't know about that. If I was actually going to, I'd need to work out what I want to say to her. Both of us smile at each other before returning our gaze to the sky. We just sit in silence, taking in the morning air. Now I think about it, it's something I never put much thought to before. Actual love, that is. Doesn't sit right with me. After everything that happened. Sure, the patch members had their lady friends and groupies, but there's something else. That's not love, it's lust. Personally, it's better to have one girl and give her your all, rather than several girls that you have to balance. Then again, I've never had a girlfriend before, so I don't even have room to talk, but I just don't know. Besides, Monica and I seem to get along quite well enough as friends. Things will either stay the same or drastically change. Who knows?
0, 0.
I'm woken up from my inner thoughts. What?
I'm hungry.
Oh, okay. Want to grab something to eat?
Yeah.
Both stand up from the bench and head over to the food stalls. There's quite a variety. Burgers, sushi, ramen, and a lot of other food from different cultures. Despite all the available choices, Sayori seems to be broken again. What are you thinking?
Well, I kind of want to try everything.
Well, my wallet didn't like the idea, and I didn't object. As if on autopilot again, I stay close to her as she practically bounces between each of the stalls. Before long, Sayori practically has a buffet all to herself. She even got provided with a tray from the ramen stall and just piled all of the other food onto it as well. they really saw her food and said, "Here, man, we'll give you this. You probably need this more than we do." I'm just surprised it doesn't give out under all the weight.
This is really heavy.
She, however, might give. I noticed some picnic tables in the end of the courtyard from where she came in. Found an empty table. Come on. She slowly and carefully follows me to a table and sits down the tray.
Phew. I was scared I was going to be stuck standing there.
Good thing I'm here then.
Anyway, let's eat.
Sayori then sits down and digs in, beaming even with her mouth full of ramen. I sit with her and start taking bites out of my own burger. By having half a cupcake earlier, the burger's amazing. There's something about grilled beef that just tastes so good when you're hungry. Been a while since I had one like this. Almost missed it.
Hey, you want some fish?
I look up at her for my food. I scan over the feast in front of her. Nothing really takes me. I'm good.
You sure? This is a lot. I don't mind sharing some. Really.
I'm not all that hungry. You go ahead. I'd take her offer if I was lying the first time. But the food was soon eaten as fast as it was bought. Afterwards, Sarah and I looked around the other stalls. Mostly sweets, games, and souvenirs. Hell, she even won a giant gummy bear at a balloon popping game. I was not expecting this. I was taken completely off guard by that PNG of that gummy bear. I was not. She has one in her mouth. she has a gummy bear in her mouth. She has some in her mouth. Oh, so this gets a PNG, but not the 10th. The gummy bear was more important, chat. She even looked a little guilty after she bit off its ear. So, like, I would complain about the PNG of the gummy bear, like, being very out of place, but this was kind of a scene of levity anyway, so, like, I can't really, like, complain all too much about it, right? Like, it's not like it was a serious scene, and there's just gummy bear, right? Like, it's already a scene of levity, so I can't really complain about the gummy bear. And it was funny, so you know what? The scene was meant to be funny anyway. It worked out. It did its job. It's like the Fumos that just show up in Salvation Remake. the realistic PNG of Fumos that just show up on the tables in Salvation Remake. It's like, it's in a funny scene anyway, so I mean, it doesn't fully take me out, I suppose. Overall, it was a good time, just like I promised her. There were laughs, cheers, and a constant positive attitude all around. After a few hours of fun and looking around the festival some more, we head back to the club room. Unfortunately, it seems that Monica locked up when everyone else left. Until she gets back, we're gonna have to wait. The hallway's surprisingly empty and quiet. I guess it's to be expected, given that the festival's probably gotten everyone's attention. There's nothing else to do, Sarah and I just chat in the hallway while waiting for the other girls to come back. Reminisce some more about the old days, back when we did almost everything together. Man, what an innocent shit I was back then. I do miss those days, but being innocent and submissive only gets you so far. You only put up barriers in the long run, and you only break them if you change up your act. At least, that's what I've learned from the experience in the Reapers. Only my dad. Oh my god, it's Kyle. I had a feeling Kyle was gonna show up. Oh, hey guys! Familiar snobbish voice brings me out of my thoughts. Kyle's making his way up the hallway towards us. What does this dick want now? What happened? Did you get kicked out? Thought I made the message clear to him. Why is he back? I gesture to Sayori, who gets behind me just in case this gets bad. He keeps sign does not give him any satisfaction. Well, why is she behind him? What the fuck is Kyle gonna do? He's the leader of the debate club. Why are we acting like this guy's like a gang member? Right, like Kyle's like a fucking like a bully. I'd understand if Kyle was like an actual bully who went around and like hurt people, right? Then it would make sense. But I feel like it's like, dude, what the fuck's he gonna do? He's the leader of the debate club. He can't do anything bad. He'd lose his status. Also, I agree with what Chad is saying. I think Kyle should be the Wallace Sprite. He so feels like he should be the Wallace Sprite. Like the Wallace Sprite just gives off the vibe. I don't know if it's because the festival mod like ruined that sprite for make everyone think that sprite is just like a dickhead, but it's like I feel his energy. Or that other MC, that one with like his hands on his side, like I don't know, I feel like those MCs just give off the vibe. I feel like this MC doesn't give off that vibe enough. I feel like he kind of looks like he doesn't want to be here. I don't think he gives off dick too much. I feel like he gives off very apathetic. I keep silent does not give him any satisfaction. Hey, I'm talking to you. Yeah, and I'm not listening. That's considered rude, you know. So is your attitude. Hey, fuck off, you prick. What? I should fuck off? What are you even doing here? Your gang doesn't scare me. I own this school, and therefore you have no power and answer to me. But you're the leader of the debate club. Why the fuck are you acting like you're on the student council? It would make sense if he was on the student council. Actually, no, because if he was on the student council, he wouldn't be an asshole. So, yeah, I was saying he wouldn't be able to go around doing this, I guess. I feel like even he's the leader of the debate club, he can't do this. Answer to the little guy with no one behind him now? You got guts. Would explain the stench I picked up before you left earlier. So what? You decided to come back after shitting yourself? Here's Sayori giggling to herself behind me. Guess I struck a nerve. Take a hike, dickweed. I don't have time for your fragile ego. You fucking... Kyle, seemingly devastated, tries to throw a fist at me. I instinctively grab his wrist and deflect his arm to the side. I fail to notice his follow-up, however, as he uses his other arm to gut punch me. I drop to my knee. There is no way we're losing to Kyle, leader of the debate club.
Zero!
Pfft, lame ass. He then pushes me to the side and I fall over. As I'm trying to regain my breath, he advances towards Sayori. Are you laughing at me, you little brat? What is happening? He's the leader of the debate club. Why is he punching people? I'll talk about this later.
No, please, don't hurt me.
I struggle to pick myself up. I don't think I can get to my feet before Sayori gets hurt. Instead, I reach out and grab him by the ankle. No, you don't. Pull my arm back and make him lose his footing. Ah! He falls to the floor face first. Sayori gets clear of Kyle and moves next to me.
Are you okay, Zero?
I'm fine. As I'm helped up, I see three figures at the end of the hallway. Yuri, Natsuki, and Monika. From the looks in their faces, they probably saw what went down just then. Sayori helps me up just as Kyle gets to his feet, clutching his nose. You nearly broke my nose, you asshole! That'll be the least of your problems if you don't get the hell out of here. Kyle looks around, noticing the other girls looking at us, and back at me with a snarl. Fine, I'm going. This ain't over, though. Yeah, you better run, you pussy. I don't know, he kind of punched you. I think he won this. Kyle then runs off down the hall. Goddamn clown. I turn back to Sayori, and the other girls run up to meet with us. Everyone's looking worried. Not surprising. Kyle did take it up a notch.
Are you both alright?
I took a little sucker punch, but I'm okay.
I'm a little shaken. Come on, let's get inside. I'll explain things.
Monika then takes out a key and unlocks the clubroom door. I'll follow her inside. Okay, now let me talk about this. Okay, so the problem I have with Kyle here is what I mentioned earlier. I feel like this, it doesn't make sense for a leader of a debate club to, obviously, I'm not saying the pompous shit, right? The pompous shit was me kind of being a joke, like, dude, you're the leader of the debate club. What are you talking about? Obviously, he could have an ego. I don't care about that part. My part is Kyle going around, like, fucking with other clubs openly, I don't think works out, right? Like, if you're gonna have a character who is gonna kind of be conniving or hates other clubs, and he's a leader of a debate club, he'd have to do it secretly, because that's what those types of people do. He'd care more about how he's perceived. He'd care about his image. So he would do things behind people's back, you know? It would be like, who posted this fucked up picture? You know, that's what Kyle would do. He would embarrass them publicly. Stuff like that, you know? That's things he would do. Underhanded things. Spread rumors. Things like that. He wouldn't just go around, like, just slamming open doors and being like, hey, asshole, it's me, you know? Like, he wouldn't do that. I feel like if you want that, I feel like this, or even like what, about to punch Sayori for laughing at him? Like, this feels like for a character for this to be, this can easily make sense if it's just a bully character. Like, just a bully. Like, just make it like a bully character, and all of this makes a lot more sense. Because, you know, there's just a dude who's just a bully. Like, obviously, there might have to be some reworking with Monika having a connection to him. But, like, I don't know. Because that's the way he's acting. Is, like, he's acting as if he's just a bully. But the problem is a bully can't be the leader of the debate club. Like, a debate club's level of bullying would have to be something where there's nothing to trace back to him. You know, it's more underhanded, you know, and stuff like that. Like, this doesn't really work out because someone can easily just be like, Kyle, why are you going around beating up students? You're not allowed in the debate club anymore. Like, you're not the leader of the debate club if you're going around beating up students. Also, so I was kind of like half expecting MC to like take that punch and then just kind of be like, is that all you got? And then Kyle runs away because he's like, oh shit, this dude's tough. But no, what the fuck? MC got dropped by Kyle from the leader of the debate club? Oh man, I don't know much about the biker gang this guy's a part of, but how tough is he really? Like, how is Kyle, leader of the debate club, fucking him up? Like, I mean, I guess they said it was a sucker punch, but I'm like, even then, it's like you could still, when he tried to go for the first one, I feel like he should still brace himself for a punch at that point, you know? I don't know. That felt kind of crazy. Nick in chat says, when it comes to debate, people can really fight against them. You know what? If Kyle was a true debate club leader, yeah, he would sit there and debate us with his words. Battle us with his... The words are... The pen is mightier than the sword, sir. Dragon King says, his actions would make more sense if he was somehow involved in his own gang and rivals ours. Also, for someone from the debate club, he sure doesn't seem to do well with his arguments. It would have been interesting to see him use his words to win, like Brain versus Brawn thing. Honestly, yeah, that is a good point as well. I was gonna bring that up next, because I was gonna say, like, for someone who's in the debate club, he keeps getting stumbled over his words compared to our MC, where I feel like that could have easily been a thing where MC, or like his words hurt very, you know, like very easily. He can articulate insults very well that gets MC riled up and wanting to punch him because, you know, he's in a biker gang and he's got a short temper. Like, I feel like Kyle could easily just kind of get into his head and really piss him off easy. And it's more so just about him having to try to maintain his, like, you know, just maintain his patience and everything, you know, maintain his attitude towards him. Because, you know, and then he can even beat Kyle by just keeping calm. And Kyle's like, why aren't you getting mad and trying to punch me? Like, Kyle wants him to punch him, right? Like, you could easily do that. That seems like an underhanded thing a leader of a debate club would want. Because he wants him to punch him so that he can then get the dude expelled. You know, that's a debate club thing. The leader of the debate club shouldn't be going around punching people and kicking down doors. I did enjoy the scene of MC and Sayori having the spending the festival together. That was cute. I did enjoy that. That was a very nice scene. But I feel like that scene of like Kyle showing up, I think that could have been played better. But I don't know. I am curious to hear Monica's like reasoning as to what happened, as to why she left. I am curious about how she's gonna explain this. As the five of us enter the club room, Monika immediately makes her way to a bunch of desks around the center of the room.
It's best if you all take a seat for this. There'll be a lot to take in.
We all could collectively take a seat. Even if I know most of the whole deal, I'll let her explain. She certainly knows more than me. What? There's no shot. No. So maybe they're going to talk about it. Hold on. Well, that was a lot to take in, especially for the other girls. It was just as hard to hear the first time. Monika laid everything out, past and present. Just hope the girls don't take it too badly.
Monika, you didn't have to hide this.
Okay, now I'm curious. Was there a chapter 1 that did actually exist? Because now I'm starting to think there might have... Was there a different chapter 1 where the rest of those things did exist?
This club is special to us. Rumors wouldn't change that.
Yeah, it's not like we believe stuff like that. You know none of it's true. This college jerk just trying to get in your head.
I agree. These rumors are just baseless. It's high school, you guys. Students will believe any kind of gossip, true or false.
Given how she feels about it, I should at least say something. Hey, fuck everyone who thinks that low of us. Anyone with enough sense won't even think of siding with Kyle. He's just some dipshit with an inflated ego that makes him wider than his mom. You guys are much more than what these rumors say. You're all selfless, creative, inspiring, and talented. All these rumors show is how jealous some assholes really are because of something they lack. And if some people decided to believe them, so what? We've proven them dead wrong. Sure, those people were impressed with us today. They saw what we really are. Fuck Kyle and anyone else who backs him. He made sure the literature club will never kneel to his bullshit. Everyone is stunned silent. I think I've convinced them.
Zero.
Yeah?
You have to swear so much.
Now you complain? Everyone burst out laughing. Well, Sayori has a point in my word choice. It's not going to change.
Well, they say profanity is a sign of honesty. If that's true, then what are you hiding, Yuri? I'm not sure. However, given your choice of words, Natsuki.
But, hey! Alright, come on. I want another Tuesday mishap.
Well, I suppose Zero's right. We did prove people who saw our performance wrong. We showed them what we were really about, and maybe even inspired them. Your little speech there was well put, Zero. Sure, it was a little vulgar, but you're right on point. Maybe we could all learn something from you.
Well, I learned something? From me? I'll hold you to that, Monika.
Of course. Yeah.
Sayori seemed to fiddle with her hands.
And everyone's having fun and all.
Uh-oh.
But Monika's been explaining things, and there's something I have to explain.
Okay, before I get into that, I do want to say, like, what I said earlier, was there an original version of this? Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the skipping it literally feels like I'm missing something. Because I'm like, there's no way it just was, like, not really told, though. Because that feels very important. I really wanted to know. I really wanted to know what she did. But it seems like the case was Kyle spread rumors, right? So Kyle spread rumors about her, and I guess the club, maybe? The way they word it seems like Kyle spread rumors about the club potentially too. Which was something that I said a leader would do. That is, so I'm glad that there is some element of how a debate club leader would work. That is exactly how they would work. They would spread rumors about people, you know? You would be afraid to do things because he would probably spread rumors, and there's like, what, 60 students in the debate club? That's a pretty heavy amount of people. Like, yeah, I am glad that it seems like that is what he actually was doing, and that's what Monika was afraid of. But I am also very confused as to why this wasn't actually told to us. Again, I feel like I'm missing something. But the way it feels like is it feels like there was an original version of this, where there's an original version of chapter 1 where all this stuff happened. You know, all this stuff was explained and all this stuff was shown. Because MC even says, like, yeah, you know, Monika told me about this. Maybe that's during the pamphlet scene. You know, maybe it's during that. But even if it is there, I feel like it needs to be in the main story. I feel like you can't lock something kind of that important as of right now, one of our antagonists' motives. Like, we kind of need to know why Kyle is being a dick. And we kind of know, sort of, like, offhandedly from what the girls say. But I'm like, I'm so interested. Like, I want to know why. I'm like, I wanted to know what Monika did, especially when the mod is kind of building up the day when Monika tells them, only for us to not really get an explanation because this is something MC already knows. But it's like, but we weren't told it. So it feels really weird. It almost feels like something is missing. Again, this could definitely be in maybe the extra where we get talk in the pamphlet, but I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, if that original mod does exist of like a chapter 1 that just kind of has slightly mixed vanilla, I kind of prefer that to be there. I kind of prefer it. I would have preferred reading through it because I feel like, again, it helps build all this stuff. I don't care if it's the same thing I've read before. I'm not I don't base mods on that because you're not supposed to play 80 plus DDLC mods. Like, what I've done isn't the norm. It's like, so it's like, if I get tired of reading it, then I'm like, I'm not gonna put points down because no one's supposed to be doing that anyway. So it's like, I want to know it because it helps with the world building of the whole story.
There's something I have to explain.
Oh shit, she's gonna tell them this soon? Wasn't expecting Sayori to be this forward with her issues to her friends like this. Maybe my advice to her was better than I thought. It took a little longer. See, now this is fine. You can skip that. You don't have to have her say this. I think this is an okay skip. Like, I think, sure, why not? Maybe like a dissolve scene full instead of a wipe left could have been better, though. I feel like the wipe left's a little too quick. I think a dissolve scene full could have been like a little more, it kind of gives some time to kind of let the scene build up more. I think wipe left was a little fast, but this was just nitpicky, but it's fine. Took a while longer than I'd hoped. But after some pause from tearing up, Sayori told them about her depression. Didn't mention the noose, though. We don't want to create too much worry.
Sayori, I'm sorry to hear that from you.
Me too. I feel like a jerk for the things I did and said to you.
It's okay. I felt that you guys deserved to know. I was told you would understand and help. And I was scared to tell you, but I'm not anymore.
Wait, who told you?
Zero did.
Zero? Yeah, I did. I saw Sayori yesterday before doing festival stuff, and I was brought up to speed. Couldn't believe it either, given how long I've known her. I even told her that you guys would care if she said something. And, well...
Well, Zero's right, Sayori. We were all concerned for you, especially after Friday. Just know that we look out for each other. It includes you. If there's anything you need us to do, you have but to ask.
Yeah, if you'd like, I can always bake something for you. I read that chocolate can help with things like that.
I know of some methods that can help too. If you ever need anything, just let us know. Thank you, guys.
Sayori looks back at me, tears in her eyes. I nod at her, raise an eyebrow, and give a smile. She smiles, probably from my face that says, told you so. It is a relief that she plucked up the courage for all this. We got your back. Everyone else agrees. I feel prouder than ever. Not only for helping Sayori, but seeing the unity in the club growing stronger. I do feel like I belong here. So, anything else to talk about while we're here? No one speaks up. Natsuki and Yuri look like they're hesitating, though. Is there something going on with the both of them, too? Nope, nothing.
I have nothing to add either.
Not Suri? No. Unless? No. Unless? No. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, wait, we can go down Natsuki and Yuri's route. Why are they being weird? That sounded a little forced. Well, it worries me. I can't pry them if they don't want to talk. Oh, it's probably... I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm really dumb. I think the implication here is their own problems. So it's like Natsuki's dad and probably Yuri's cutting. If I had to guess, that's probably what it is. Fair enough. The Natsuri thing was just a joke because then I realized, like, yeah, there's routes. There's no way Natsuri could even be in this mod. Natsuri, but it only happens if you're on Monika or Sayori's route. And then if you go on Natsuki or Yuri's route, Sayonika. Oh, when's that mod? They just pair the two who you don't. They just pair two random girls who you don't pick. Well, it worries me. I can't pry them if they don't want to talk. Fair enough.
Let us know if you change your minds, you two. Okay, everyone. With everything we have planned out of the way, there's nothing left for us to do today. So to that end, given the circumstances, you're all excused. You can either go around the festival some more or head home early. In either case, I'll see you tomorrow. No poem assignment tonight either, so be grateful.
Oh, what'd you say? Oh, she laughed. After all the sadness earlier, everyone's got brave, happy faces on. Even Sayori. And I can tell her smile is genuine. I'm glad we could all band together to help her. Ready to walk home, Sayori?
Always.
Great, let's go. I give the other girls a confident nod of approval, and we leave the club room. The walk home is unusually quiet. So I'm sure people may be staying for the festival, but it feels like we're the only ones out here right now. Then there's Sayori, humming happily to herself, skipping and spinning around as we walk. It's good to see her in good spirits again. But hasn't eased her depression, she at least knows who to turn to.
I feel so happy!
Good. It feels good to see you smiling again.
Yeah. Felt good to get it all out, too. Thank you for checking up on me, Zero.
Anytime. Friends will be friends, Sayori. Remember that.
I will. Now that I can see more sunshine and rainbows, I feel like I could take on the world!
That's a little over the top.
Only joking.
Oh, good. You had me for a moment there.
Hehe.
Well, if there's anything else on your mind, hit me up on the phone or come knocking. I'll be around.
Will do. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see ya. I'll watch Sarah skip away to her house as I keep walking to mine. As much as I don't like admitting it, that's adorable. As I get home and dump my bag down, I throw a fist into the air. Then I proceed to take out a beer out of the refrigerator and crack it open. How old is he? Belonged to Dad. I'm also tears below minimum age, but fuck it. At least he answered it. Okay, so he's 20. No, he's not 20. He's 19. I'm stupid. Okay, so he's 19. All right. Well, we got the answer at least. So he's 1 year older than them. Feels is one of those times I can celebrate a little. Damn it. It feels good to turn my life around. I made some new friends, helped the festival go well, and reconnected with Sayori. Feel alive again. Well, it felt good to celebrate. Shit went back to normal the next day. Festival was a nice break from school, but it was very short-lived. The boring lessons came back, and we had to return to the schedule. The only saving grace was the literature club. Despite the activities and poems being the same, I actually liked being there. Besides, got to be with Monika more. I rarely saw them around school to avoid any further shitstorms at Kyle and his goons. I told them this, and they understood. They don't hold it against me. So yeah, the next week goes by for quite fast, with not a lot happening. Well, except for a few things. Alright. As I arrived at the club yesterday, I noticed both Monika and Natsuki near the closet. That was another friendly argument between the two, but...
So, about the whole manga situation. I know I kept moving it, and you didn't appreciate me doing so.
Yeah? What's your point?
Well, I wanted to make it up to you.
Monika then pulled something out of her bag. Whatever it was, it seemed to get Natsuki's attention. Is that?
Yeah, it is. It's a Parfait Girls manga, limited edition. Only 10 of these were made, so it was hard to find online. After all the trouble I caused you, this should make us even.
Natsuki was in complete disbelief.
You didn't have to do this, Monika. This must have cost you a fortune. I know, but I wanted to. We're friends, and you can't put a price on that.
Hearing this, Univik Natsuki overjoyed. What is happening? She's like crying. Like what? Like, this doesn't feel like the music that should be playing. So much so, she jumped at Monika to hug her. This is extremely sweet, but I feel like this should be more emotional. Even I'm surprised. This is so unlike her in the club.
Thank you so much, Monika. I'm never gonna forget this. You're welcome. I hope you'll enjoy it.
The club went as normal after that. Okay. That was one of the... Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be way more important. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to complain about this. Because it's like, I really did like that scene. I thought that was cute and everything, but this felt like a very weird setup. I feel like this didn't have to be set up as if this was important. Because the way MC said this was like, so next week goes by fast with not a lot happening. Well, except for a few things. And I'm like, oh shit, dude, what happened? And I'm like, oh, wait, well, that was sweet. Well, you could have just had that happen. Like, this could have just been something that just transitioned into that day, you know? Like, I don't think we really needed MC to word it like this. That's my main issue with that. Like, this entire scene is fine. I mean, aside from the music, maybe. The music probably could be, like, more emotional nice? I don't know how to really word that. It was a nice interaction between the two of them. That's what I said. Then a similar thing happened again today. Between them? Oh. I was just trying to read some of the books Yuri gave me last week. No particular reason, just trying to keep myself occupied. Meanwhile, Sayori was in the next desk over writing.
Maybe... No, that wouldn't work. Would it?
She seemed to be talking to herself about something. Whatever she was doing seemed to have stumped her. She fell silent. All I could hear was the rapid tapping of her pen on the desk. I had to look in the direction out of the corner of my eye.
Hey, Yuri? Think you could help me out with this?
Yuri then timidly approached.
What is it, Sayori?
Sayori started to look around, and I returned to my book as to not get caught. After not hearing any objections, I looked back at the two of them. Sayori beckons Yuri downwards so she can then whisper something in her ear.
I see.
Whatever they were doing, they were trying to keep it quiet from everyone else. I then returned my attention to the book. By trying to read, I kept hearing comments from the two of them.
You could not consider this word over this. You could consider this word over this one. Uh-huh. Putting it this way makes the wordplay more meaningful. Ooh, I see.
Is Sayori trying to write a poem?
Try a different flow to this verse. Uh-huh. It might not be the way you'd write, but it may sound more natural. Is that alright? Yeah. Why did you think I asked you? You're smart with these things, Yuri. Please.
At this point, I put all my focus on my book and blocked out the rest of the conversation. After a while, right before club was about to end.
Okay, everyone. Wait!
Sayori yelled and cut off the catchphrase.
What is it, Sayori?
I like you. She cut off the catchphrase. How are we going to continue without the catchphrase? Rather than answering the question, Sayori made her way up to the podium, giggling as she went.
So, I got a poem to share.
She kept giggling to herself. Natsuki was intrigued, Monika was confused, and Yuri... Well, that smile said something. That smile said something. I walked up next to her and kept my voice to a whisper. What did you do?
So you heard that little discussion?
Just a bit?
Well, just wait and see.
There's nothing left for me to add. I turned my attention back to Sayori.
You need to wrap up, Sayori. There's not really much time for a poem. I know. But this is for you, so let me just do this quick. For me? Okay.
Sayori eventually stopped giggling and cleared her throat. Follow you.
I was just one flower in the wasteland, waiting to bring joy and happy, hoping to be plucked, wanting to be picked. And my selfless goal, my only duty. Then you came along, looking down, all serious and kind, ambitious and brave, and bringing your face down to mine. You asked me to follow you. I mimicked your step. I learned your smile. I raise you up as I always do. But then I see a hand reaching from above. This hand of yours, I take, so I can follow you. I rise up, and I see a new field before me. Not as a wasteland, but as a variant sea of green, being dotted with flowers, joy, hope, and life. And you say these had grown because I followed you. I trusted you to set the pace, return the smiles I flash. The joy and happy I would give away now flies all around us, which is why I still follow you. Others seek direction, also in this meadow. They take the joy, they fuel the flowers, they mimic your step, and cheer on your name. And our pace goes faster, racing field to field, yet we keep up to follow you. Now more are with us, carrying their hearts, once full of happy, now full of friendship, always full of life, but also with love. And together, we'll take on all the other fields. Wherever you may walk, we will follow you.
Aww. That's sweet. Damn. That was really good. Of course, at the time, I didn't say anything, but I looked at Monika, and
Sayori.
it was in actual tears. Something I never thought I'd see. Sorry, it does have this kind of effect on people sometimes, though. So I wasn't too surprised.
That was the nicest, most beautiful thing I've heard from you. You can't really mean all that, right? Of course I mean it. And not just me. Yuri, Natsuki, Zero. I'm sure they all say the same. Right, guys? Most certainly. I may have provided some help, but ultimately, Sayori's words are in line with our feelings. You should be proud of what you've done for yourself and all of us. Yeah, what she said.
Anything I can say has already been said. Can't really agree more.
You guys. The club wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for you. My dream was to create a place where anyone and everyone can be passionate about literature. It didn't matter how or what, as long as it was from the heart. And you all helped me make that dream happen. I'm just so happy that this club was something I could offer. Even if we don't get many more members, I'm more than happy getting to know all of you here and now. So, thank you.
They all then converge for a group hug. All the girls, together like this. It's awesome. There's no other word for it. I'd have joined them, but I don't do group hugs. Oh, come on, buddy. Monica looked at me and just winked. All I could do was smile back. Oh, bro's too cool for hugs. Okay. Those days got my attention. Okay. So see what just happened there? That's what I was expecting with the other scene, right? Like the music went away for the kind of serious emotional moment. That's kind of what I was hoping the other scene would do for the Natsuki and Monika thing. Now, maybe not that song specifically. Maybe not I Still Love You specifically. I don't think that would have worked, I don't think, in that moment where Natsuki says that. But I think just something a little more, maybe like My Feelings, maybe? I don't know. I just feel like something that wasn't Okay Everyone. But, very nice scene. That was very cute, very sweet. However, that scene is great, right? Like, I really did love it. It was sweet, it was cute. Really. I really did love that scene. But it also kind of only really works, like, it feels like something had to happen to earn this. I think. Like, it feels kind of weird. Or, like, I don't know. Like, it feels kind of out of nowhere. Like, nothing really happened for Sayori to have to feel the need to make this. Like, I'd understand if maybe, like, this feels like something that would happen, like a scene that would happen if, like, tensions just got done being, like, very high, you know? Or something just happened, you know? Like, something really, like, upsetting just happened and they just recovered from it or something, you know? Or something dramatic happened, you know? Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like that would happen after that, right? Like, something big just happened. But, like, nothing did. Like, this was just on a random Tuesday, apparently. So, like, it kind of just feels out of nowhere. Like, yeah, like there needing to be build-up, says Dragon King in chat. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it feels like there needed to be more build-up to that. There felt like there needed to be something there to kind of make this seem like it was necessary. Because it's a great scene. Like, I loved that scene. I think it's great. But I feel like it needed to be placed after something big actually occurred. The last big thing that happened here was Monika talking about, you know, how she... You know, Monika left the debate club, or Sayori, like, saying her depression. But even then, that was apparently a week from then, from then and now, at least according to the time skip. So this scene kind of just feels like it's something that shouldn't just be happening on a random Tuesday. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Still a very good scene. I just think it needed a little bit of build up so that it actually kind of made sense, I think. Those days got my attention. The way they showed appreciation for one another. Unity for a common goal. The sisterhood among each of them. It really does remind me of the Reapers of old. Maybe I'm going to have to tell them. My old life, the gang, the shit that went down, everything. I may have only been with these girls for 2 weeks, but I trust them. I pray the feeling's mutual with them so that they'll hear me out. The weekend should be fine. I just need to check in with some people, get some other details, then I can lay everything out. I'll let them know tomorrow. Kyle was the build-up. Yeah, see, that's what I'm like. I don't think Kyle was good enough build-up. Also, okay, so he's finally going to tell them his backstory. Also, to kind of continue a little bit, because it seemed like he kind of gave me a reason, I think, as to why that was written. So I think that was, as he said, a common goal. So it was supposed to be, I guess this was meant to be a thing to show how close the club is to each other, and fair enough, but I think that was a little too emotional for that. I feel like there's a lot of ways you could have did that. Like, Yuri just helping Sayori write a poem, like, that would show sisterhood and unity, you know? Or even, like, the Natsuki and Monika scene I thought was fine, too. Like, now that I understood what the purpose of these scenes were, at least, I still feel like the Natsuki and Monika scene could have had a little bit more build-up. But now that I understand the purpose, I still think it could have been, like, yeah, I still think just little small things to show their unity. Like, I don't think we really needed that big of an emotional scene. Because I feel like that should be saved for when, like, MC gets shot by a rival biker gang or something. I don't know. You know? Like, something like that. Like, I feel like I should be saved for that.